It's vitally important when our base runners are thrown out attempting a shuffle break steal that we sit with them, watch video, and explain what went wrong and offer encouragement. As you can see in these examples, it's extremely rare that we're thrown out when we hit it right. If our technique and timing are on the money, it really is difficult to throw us out. When we have sound technique paired with timing, distance, and anticipation, we will be safe. When we are thrown out, nearly 100% of the time, it boils down to one or both of the following: technique or timing. Here, with Jake Slaughter, we see a problem with technique and timing. First, technique. You'll see here, Jake shuffles out and stops. For a medium runner like Jake, if momentum is stopped during a shuffle break, he needs to shut it down. Let's take a look at that again as Jake shuffles out and stops, killing his momentum through leg lift. Also, timing. When Jake does finally take off for second base, because he stopped, his jump is on leg lift rather than before, so timing wasn't in place, leading to an out at second base. By contrast, here's Jake using great technique paired with optimal timing. Again, as you see here, when we hit it right, it's really difficult to defend. And here, with Jordan Wogu, Jordan has it in mind to shuffle break, but he misses the timing window, panics, and takes off after leg lift. Here we see a lack of technique paired with poor timing, and Jordan's out at second base. Let's take a look at that again. Poor technique paired with poor timing. By contrast, here's Jordan using better technique paired with better timing. It's not perfect, but again, as you see here, when we hit it right or even close to right, it's really difficult to defend. Here, with Andy Garriola, here's another example of poor timing, shuffling on leg lift rather than before. As a result, he's out at second base, albeit on a close play and perhaps a missed call. By contrast, here's Andy using better technique paired with perfect timing. Again, as you see here, when we hit it right, it's really difficult to defend. Here's another instance of poor timing, this time with Yohendrick Pinango. Simply put, Yohendrick shuffles on leg lift rather than before, resulting in an out at third base.
Runner goes for third, swing and a miss, throw to third, they got the tag and they got the out!
By contrast, here's Yohendrick nailing the timing. As a result, it's an easy bag. And lastly, Ezequiel Pagan. Terrible technique paired with really bad timing and no chance at second base. As a teaching resource, here's a breakdown of what makes Bradley Beasley successful with shuffle breaks. Number 1, he knows his distances. His primary lead is 6 feet from his left foot to the back corner of the bag, and he is upright and relaxed, rather than crouched and tense. And when he shuffles, you'll see his left foot lands just shy of what we call the 12-foot safety zone. Knowing his distances keeps him safe against a potential pickoff. Next is technique. Again, Bees is relaxed in his stance. His jab step with his right foot is perfect, under control with shoulders remaining square to the third base line. His shuffle is relaxed and low to the ground. He does not get bouncy up in the air. He's under control and can easily jam on the brakes and dive back safely if the pitcher picks. Bradley's eyes are on the pitcher as he shuffles. He's reading the pitcher as he shuffles rather than mindlessly taking off for second base. Shuffle does not mean take off. Shuffle means reading. And lastly, timing. It's perfect. Bees is off before leg lift, and as he shuffles, he reads leg lift and he turns his shuffle into a steal break. Off to the races and safe easily at second base. By contrast, here's an example of poor timing, as the jab step here occurs on leg lift and not before leg lift. This is so important. Players will get discouraged if they don't understand why they were not successful. We need to show them what went well or what didn't, and encourage them to stay with it, and implement drill work that will help them. And finally, anticipation. Bees has detected a pattern, and it's bounce, bounce, 1001, leg lift. Bounce, bounce, 1001, leg lift. Bounce, bounce, 1001, leg lift. B studies pitchers, and he knows to take advantage of patterns.